Hey, what's up? Yes, I know, another piercing video. I've been making quite a few of these the last 12 months, I think. I just really enjoy piercings and I want to share my experiences and pain levels and all of that good stuff. I got a new piercing. I decided to get my Helix pierced. I've been thinking about it for quite a while and I finally got it done in Chengdu, China. I went to Temple Tattoo Studio, the place that also did my upper lobes. And in this video, I'm just gonna talk you through my experience, the pain, as well as aftercare. I want to start by saying that I was actually quite nervous to get it done. For some reason, I thought it's gonna be super painful, super uncomfortable, and way more painful than most of my other piercings. Now, the most uncomfortable one so far was definitely this one, my tragus. It was just really uncomfortable. It wasn't so painful, it was just really uncomfortable. And I was expecting it to be similar. And then I went in, I told her to tell me when she's gonna pierce it, and because there was a language barrier, I don't speak Chinese, she actually didn't ended up telling me, but I could sort of tell that, okay, she's gonna go for it now. I told her, yeah, you know, I'm ready, and then she went for it. She pierced it, of course, with a needle. It was really quick. And the only thing that I could hear was a slight crunch sound. It went something along the lines of, that's how it sounded to me. And then the needle went through, she put the jewelry in, and that was it. It was really fast and it wasn't as painful as I expected it to be. To my surprise though, it ended up bleeding very heavily. It ended up bleeding so heavily that she ended up using some magical Chinese powder on my piercing. I saw her getting it and I was getting nervous, and then there was another piercer next to her. Because she did speak English, I was able to ask her, what is this? What are you gonna put on my piercing? And she said, well, it's a Chinese powder that's gonna help stop the bleeding. And it actually did stop the bleeding, and I've since washed it off and it's perfectly fine. I was really concerned in the moment because they were putting something on, you know, the piercing, but it ended up being totally fine. The bleeding stopped, and the day that I got it, it just was a little uncomfortable. It felt a little hot, and it was of course red. But other than that, it was fine. And now it's the second day I've washed it in the shower. And by washing it in the shower, I just mean I took the shower head and did this. You know what I mean, right? And so I did this, and it's now clean. The powder is gone, and I'm really happy with it. And in terms of aftercare, I'm only gonna wash it in the shower, meaning whenever I wash my hair, which is every 5 days, I let water run over it. And because my ears only get wet every 5 days, I make it a point to wash my ears between washes. So every 2 or 3 days, I make sure that I take the shower head in the shower and gently hold it over my ears. I make sure that the water pressure isn't too high, because I've noticed when the water pressure is high, then it can get uncomfortable, especially with freshly pierced piercings. So I make sure that the water pressure isn't too high, and then I just let water run over it. I don't use soap, I don't use alcohol. I only wash it in the shower, and then twice a day I'm gonna use saline solution. I simply have a little spray that I spray on in the morning after I take a shower and at night before I go to sleep. But that's all I do really, just water and saline solution and nothing else. If you're thinking of getting a Helix piercing, then I highly recommend getting it done. I chose a stud, and most places usually pierce you with a stud, although not all of them. Some of them would pierce you with a hoop. I chose a stud because I know that I'm gonna have way less hassle. I just know myself, I would catch it on things, or it would, you know, move around. It just wouldn't be good. A stud, in my opinion, is always a little better, at least for me. I'm really happy that I got it, and I definitely plan on getting more Helix piercings because it wasn't as painful as I expected it to be. I hope this was helpful. If you are thinking of getting a Helix piercing, then please let me know in the comments. I really enjoy making these types of videos. I have videos for all my piercings actually, in which I just talk about my experience, the pain levels and whatnot. I personally really enjoy watching these types of videos. They help me out heaps. And I hope this was of use to you. Have a lovely day and see you next time.